So we are going to talk about red flags, why they should not be ignored, and I'll cover top 5 that I think are super important so that you have a good foundation and you start your relationship in the right footing. So number 1 is mismatch values, and values are important because they guide our lives. Every decision you make, it's because of values, the values you have, the values you think are important to you. And values cannot match 100%, but you need to know what are your core values. So these core values should match with your partner's. Otherwise, you will have a lot of conflict. Look at it this way. If, for example, you value kindness, but your partner is not kind, their way of life is not kind. So they make decisions or they do something and you're thinking, gosh, why did they do that? How can someone do that? For them, it's normal. They might even make a joke out of it. And this is a simple example. Look at even something like finances. If you value finances, but your partner does not value finances or stability, financial stability, then your decisions will be different. If you value finances, your partner values communication, but you don't think communication is important for a relationship, what will happen? You'll provide everything, but your partner will feel something is still missing. And the thing is, most of us do not know what are their core values with regard to relationships. So I would advise, know your core values. Then for your partner or potential partner, just analyze and see, are we matching from a value perspective? Number 2 is an escalation, quick escalation of the relationship. This means you've met the person, it's barely a week, they love you, they're in love with you, they want to meet your parents, they want to marry you, they've never seen someone like you, they're the most beautiful person, they're the most handsome guy. Surely, be on the lookout. Relationships can develop quickly. Like some people will date for 6 months, get married, and live happily ever after. Others will date for 10 years, live happily ever after. That is not what I'm saying, because that is progress, even if it's in a period of 6 months. What I'm saying is, you've met in a week, in a day, in 2 days, they love you, they want you for themselves. Be very, very careful. They might also just tell you a lot of lovey-dovey things or do all these lovey-dovey things. You will enjoy it, but your reason will be clouded. So what will happen? You will not see the things you should see. In case there is any bad things or negative things, you should be on the lookout for. So a quick escalation usually is not a good sign. Number 3 is a controlling person. If someone is controlling in any way, you need to run. Then I think control is just dangerous, because controlling people most likely will always end up to be abusers, like verbal or physical abuse. It always starts with control coupled with anger issues. And anger issues will always come with control, because they'll get angry if you cannot be controlled, if you're not doing what they want you to do. And it's a way of manipulating you. And control is not so obvious. Sometimes control is someone who calls you all day, every day. Being checked upon during the day is a good thing. It is a really, really good thing. However, you cannot tell me that someone is always calling you every hour of the day, always texting you or DMing you, like they're everywhere with you. Communication is good, but that is not communication. That is just someone keeping tabs on where you are. What are you doing with whom? Communication is not that, and you might confuse. We talk all the time, you talk, but what are you talking about? And what are the intentions of all these calls? So personally for me, I think if you see anything that signals control, I think you should just let it go. It is not easy, but I think control is a very, very dangerous thing. Number 4 is if you're on the edge with this person, or you're in a relationship but you're walking on eggshells. Surely, how do you want to be with someone who you cannot be free with or communicate with? There are some things that we have normalized that are really, really bad. And that's why you have so many unhealthy relationships. If you're with someone and you cannot be free with them, it means you're afraid of something. It could be your own weaknesses. Like, for example, you don't want to be single. You're thinking, oh, I'm already 35. I don't have a child. There's no way I'm getting single again. I'll just make do with this. It's good. You'll make do. Fine. However, the repercussion of making do might not be so good. So you just need to be on the lookout. If you're not feeling free and comfortable and you're working on eggshells, it means there's a huge gap in the relationship. It means you might be afraid, or maybe if I tell my partner something, they will get angry. And if that is the case, then why are you afraid they might get angry? What is it? Everybody gets angry, but what is this about this anger that you don't want, that you're not comfortable with? So that is a very, very huge red flag. Then lastly, if you want to change them. Now you cannot be with someone and you're living in a vision of that someone. The person that you're with should be the person you're okay to be with as they are. Not because you have a goal to change them, no. Because that means you're living a relationship that is in future tense. Yours is a vision 2030 relationship. You're yet to get there. And you're thinking they will change. I will influence them. I'm in the process. This love will change them. Who told you? The love will not change them. What you have is what you get. So if you're feeling that there are habits or things that you really cannot put up with, then you need to most likely just run and know that you deserve better, and you deserve to be with someone whose habits you can live with for the rest of your life, because that's it. Can you tolerate these habits for the rest of your life and not complain about it? The thing is, in conclusion, we can have different kinds of relationships, but everybody wants to have a fulfilling relationship. I do not say a happy relationship, a fulfilling relationship. So is yours fulfilling? Is it feeling right? Your spirit knows. Your gut. What is your gut saying? Do not ignore those little small signs. Do not ignore them. They make all the difference. So I hope today I've shared something that might help you or help someone you know. That will be it. But see you Tuesday for another video. Thank you.